Centuries ago, the world was in chaos. Diseases were everywhere, and about 150,000 people died naturally every day. People used to cry and suffer as a result of the sudden deaths of their families and closest ones. But thanks to Dr. Johannes Landsteiner, with the help of all the governments and best scientists worldwide, about 70 years ago, they found a way to cure every sickness and disease, making natural death impossible. Dr. Johannes and his team discovered a fluid that weakened the immunology system inside humans' X chromosomes. It was called Audiobook. This fluid had unique reactions with certain substances. Some substances made the agent stronger, killing the subject immediately. Till one day, Ebola was formed, increasing human body defenses to a maximum level, preventing contracting any illness. Consequently, when we humans are born, we are injected with the evil, thus leaving a mark on our necks. I personally consider its looks horrendous, but it represents human intelligence and invincibility. I gaze at my neck for the last time before taking my bag and leaving for school. I'm excited. The weather is delightful, flowers at the best bloom, spring inviting summer to come. Next month, I'm graduating from high school. Afterward, I'm going to pick a gap year and take my time to explore the world's wonder, to reiterate how charming and lovely life is. All this previous to getting into college. The bus stop is about 3 blocks away from my place. I wait till the traffic light turns green to walk through the pedestrian crossing. In the distance, I notice a black car going at high speed. As I have the road for some stupid reason, I think the driver is going to stop. Because it isn't, I run as fast as I can to get to the other side of the pavement. Once there, I breathe, regaining the air that left my lungs. Straight away, I feel a pang in my back, in my whole body, burning on fire in my veins and acid in my bones. Taking the light away and bringing dark with it instead. I wake up, being present in my whole body. I stare at my surroundings, confused. Everything is a white room color. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, the bed the side table, and even the table lamp. Everything. It looks like a madman's room in a psychiatric hospital. My conscience returns to my soul, and with it the memory of being run over by that black car. Someone kidnapped me. I yell as hard as I can. It cannot end like this, not with an entire life ahead of me. I keep yelling till my throat is sore. No one will hear you, the voice in my head says. I give up. I stand up to touch the walls. They are built of fiberglass, plastic, and aluminum. And that should be the reason why no one hears me. But why? Why would someone want me? I did nothing. My life is normal and until my family will be able to pay for a rescue. Then, why will they want me? The table lamp catches my eye as an idea pops into my head. I run towards it. In a desperate act, I grab the bulb of it and smash it into the floor. The bulb shatters, sending large and small shards of glass flying across the room. I search for the 2 biggest fragments and put them into my pocket. I can use them as a knife, and as I don't know what is next for me, I could use them rather to murder someone or kill myself. The door opens. An all-black dressed and masked man appears in my field of vision.
Follow me.
I want to refuse. However, at the sight of a weapon at the side of his hip, I decide to obey.
By the way, drop your piece of glass out of your pocket.
I search for security cameras around the room, open the walls or the ceiling, but I see none. Guess they are hidden. I put my hand in my pocket, trying to calculate which shard is the smallest. I grab the one that I think it is and drop it away from me, falling at the feet of the mysterious man. I hope he won't ask me for the remaining shard. The man remains quiet and turns around, leaving. I follow behind. Outside, there is a large hall. As we walk through it, at the sides, I notice many more rooms, identical to the one I was in. Some of them are empty, and others have people around my age inside. I'm afraid it's not just a simple kidnapping, as I thought it would be. The hall finally ends. I am being dragged into an enormous room. The place has elegance and a blinding brightness. It is unlike anything of this age. It combines the grace of the castles of old Europe with the technology and innovation of today. At first glance, there are 6 golden columns on each side. The floors are fine polished marble. The place had no windows, but the lighting was excellent, coming from 4 bronze chandeliers located in the 4 corners of the place. And the most surprising thing is the gigantic statue of gold and platinum located at the middle of the room. This one consists of a human, which is difficult to recognize if it is a man or a woman, dressed in a toga. On its hip it carries a dagger and a flask, while its right hand holds a sword, and with the other the planet Earth. The room is overcrowded. Everybody looks as confused as I am. The door slams and the whole space becomes silent.
Perhaps you all are asking yourselves, why are you here?
The voice comes from the center of the room, making everybody turn their attention to him. I tiptoe to try to see who's talking. It takes me a few seconds before discovering it is a man dressed as same as the one who brought me here.
Human beings, thanks to the evil, have what we know as eternal joy. Nevertheless, the achieved medical marvels and the eradication of disease produce an outstanding decrease in the number of daily deaths. It commenced another problem: overpopulation. The governments worldwide, overwhelmed by the crisis, created a qualified program in charge of combining certain people with divergent abilities to train them to become angels. Those individuals are in charge of assassinating others to avoid overpopulation and end the Earth's natural resources. That is why you're here. You will be trained to become the next generation of angels.
Silence reigns. The information hit me like a bucket of cold water. They are monsters and they want to turn us into one as well. I put my hand inside my pocket and grab the shard. I don't know what I could possibly do with it, but it makes me feel safer.
You are the reason for the disappearances of thousands of people, cases that no one ever cared about. You have left thousands of families suffering, wondering what happened to their loved ones. And all for what? To avoid overpopulation.
I'm astonished by the boldness of the girl. Hasn't she noticed that she's challenging armed and dangerous people?
Please, girl, don't be delusional. What do you expect? That the Earth could accommodate billions of immortals without suffering any consequences?
Then I refuse to be an citizen. I am no monster.
The girl turns around, walking straightforwardly to the door. Everybody's focused on the girl. Suddenly, a bullet crosses her head, collapsing her body to the floor. Blood spills everywhere. It even reached my face. I'm in shock. There's a screaming, crying, wailing. My mind turns black, and my grip around the shard becomes tighter. I'm hurting myself, but I don't care nor feel. I'm not watching, not hearing. This is chaos. Life is disgusting, dreadful. When I turn around, many more bodies are lying on the floor. It looks like the main decoration of the room. Could they try to escape or go after the masked man?
Now, due to the little incident we just had, I consider it essential to establish certain rules. First, the life you used to have, forget it. 2. Keep the secret. Speak and you're dead. 3. Do everything we ask for. Follow orders. Not that difficult, isn't it? Go to the next room. There, you will receive your uniform, provisions, and extra information. Feel welcome to the Agile Protocol. It will be your home for the rest of your lives.
His words sent me a shiver through my body. This is not my destiny. I was not born for this. I would be stupid to try to escape right now. I would end up on the ground, lifeless like the others. If I want to survive, I'll have to go with the flow for now. Later, when I have more information and get the confusion out of my head, I will escape and avenge all those who have died because of this crap. I am dragged by the crowd as it starts going to the next room. The place is much smaller compared to the other. It looks somehow like a bank lobby. It has the benches, the barriers, and the detention window. Everybody starts lining up for a reason I'm unaware of. I just follow the crowd. After a while, I get to the front window. It is a woman who is sitting on the other side. Finally, someone who doesn't have a mask on. She provides me with 3 uniforms, all the same, and a paper. I leave and sit down in a corner of the room. I place the clothes on my side and take the paper in between my hands. It is a small letter, like the ones you put in a bouquet of roses for your beloved.
When the will defies fear, when duty throws the gauntlet down to faith, when honor scorns to death, this is heroism. Robert Greene Ingersoll. It has been years now since you are under our vigilance. We analyze your every move and reaction when you wake up till you sleep. Thanks to our analysis, you have been selected to join the Angel program and become one of the saviors of our world. Together, we'll create a healthier community, giving more opportunities to the ones in this world, the ones with innovative ideas. We're thankful for you to be here, and we expect to make this your new and better home. ATT Manfred Damon, CEO of the Angel program.
Driven by anger, I crumble up the paper. This is manipulation. Do they even think people will believe this, that they are creating a better world?
Is that yours or of somebody else?
I raise my gaze and notice the guy is talking to me, and he's looking at my hand. Yes, my bloody hand. I didn't realize I actually hurt myself that bad. It's mine. Yeah, but it's fine. My hand started to burn and hurt now that I realized how deep the cut was.
Can I?
He points at my hand, wanting to shake on it. I extend it to him as he sits down at my side.
How did you even do this to yourself?
I remain in silence, not knowing how to respond. Fortunately, he didn't push any further on the topic. I hissed and grimaced when he touched the palm of my hand.
I'm sorry. By the way, I'm Mark.
Tony.
It would be better if Abel would help us with physical pain as well, don't you think?
I nod. I look at him, this time in more detail. He has brown curly hair and hazel eyes, just like honey. He stands up from the floor without saying a word and starts walking away towards a group of 3 people. When he notices I am not following behind, he beckons me over. I pick up my things and go after him. Everybody is agreeable. The first person who introduces himself presents as Dimitri. He has sandy-colored hair and dark circles under his eyes. The other is a tiny look-like delicate girl, her skin the brown of a deer and her hair braided down, purple as the twilight. She asks me to call her Ezra. And the last one is Anastasia. She's tall, has hollow cheeks, brown eyes, and curly brown hair. Mark and she tells me to be siblings.
You aren't supposed to crumple that paper. Behind is your schedule, team, and dorm assignment.
I open the paper and verify what she says. I'm an Archangelos.
Me too.
Anastasia and I are Principatus.
We stay there, sharing how our life is, or at least how it used to be. We all are from different regions, even some of us from different countries. We talk about our families, friends, pets, habits, school, and our interests, everything.
You know, I remember how at the beginning of the year, I did a huge vision board. I was so excited that I even came up with an image in the center of it that said 2287 is going to be my year, all capital letters. Look how things end. The signs of the assassins.
The day finally ends, just after a few more introductions to the rules of the new game. A month passes, and we all are in Anastasia's dorm, setting the last details of our scheme. The scheme that will take all of us out of here and end this catastrophic program. 5 days ago, the masked man took Dimitri with them. So far, we have had no new news about him. We are worried they discovered what we are planning. We keep working on the plan. We had managed to sneak through these restricted places of the installations and extract some hidden information. Firstly, the base we are all in is located at Ilha Deserta Grande, a Portugal island. As its name indicates, it is a desert island. Back in the 20th and 21st centuries, it was used for touristic purposes. Nonetheless, it was closed later. Secondly, there are 2 common destinies for dead bodies. One is that they are thrown between 700 and 1,000 bodies into space in a Saturn V rocket, while the other is way worse and utterly inhumane. It's about giving the flesh as donations to people affected by food insecurity and extreme poverty. Thirdly, this program began, or at least has files registered since 2152. The idea was proposed in New York, United States, in a United Nations session where overpopulation was the main topic of the discussion. Fourthly, the program is not a simple project, but a business. The will to buy, sell, and own stock in the program as an investment. Also, some of them vow for more time on Earth. A decade costs around 10 billion. And fifthly, Damon Manfred lives in Madeira, an archipelago northwest of here. There, he stores the database, which is the backbone of the organization. It holds all the investments, the people involved, the objectives, the angels, the plans, the timeline, and much more. We are planning to escape. In the South Bay are abandoned boats. With those, we will get to Madeira. There we transport ourselves to Mr. Manfred's place of residence, assassinate him and destroy the database, and with it, the whole program. If we do it, we could end with this and tell the truth to the world. Since governments and powerful people are involved in it, we have to have the support of the people and they expect they will follow us in a revolutionary movement against the system. It will be an exhaustive challenge, but we ought not to give up on making Earth such a better place. Out of the blue, Dimitri enters the room, scaring us. He looks haggard. He has bruises everywhere. His body is swollen and he has stitches on top of his head. Ezra stands up immediately, going to hug him. She is as preoccupied as we all are.
What happened? What did they do to you?
She cups his face with her hands in a gentle manner. However, Dimitri pushes away the tiny girl.
I'm so sorry. They know everything. There was nothing I could do. They told me they would go after my family.
Suddenly, he stops and raises his left hand, a hand only with the ring and the little finger.
Those bitches.
I am so sorry. They will come after you.
He takes a gun out, and before we even realize it, everything goes south. His body is already with a hole in his head and resting on the floor. The silence is loud. Tears comes out of my eyes. I was so abrupt. The sound of the door opening can be heard. A large grenade rolls into the center of the room. Nobody does anything. I don't think it matters anymore. Oh, it's darkness again.